brief,
I know.
just
Breathe.
breathe.
Regular.
I can't sing. I think I can sing, but
I can't either. No, I think you can sing. I know you're Filipino. You should be able to sing, but
I mean, I can
some people can't. I know
I can
some of
get
them can't.
by,
Some
like,
of them.
I can get by, like, I know, like, where sort of my range is, but I be thinking I'm fucking Whitney Houston in the car, okay? Because
Oh, in the shower. That's me. That's me. And what?
Can you watch this on YouTube?
No.
No, on kids account.
Okay. Um. Yeah, the only song that I can sing is "I Believe I Can Fly." Remember?
Oh, I'm over here like, "I'm gonna run
I
to
believe.
you." Like, my playlist on Spotify is so eclectic. Is that the word? I don't know.
Yeah.
It goes from, like, hood rap to, like,
Right.
old school, like, 80s Whitney, like, "How will I know?" to, like, Paula Abdul's "Rush, Rush." Do you remember that song?
Rush.
And then Wilson Phillips, "Hold on for one more day." Back to
You know,
my hood
it's
stuff.
funny. It's funny, like, I don't know if you're like this, I was telling someone, I'm like, so being Indian, like, we grew up with a lot of, like, cultural music
Mhm,
and Bollywood
yeah,
and Hindi and Punjabi music,
mhm,
and so while all these, I'm gonna say white people, the Western, they're listening to all of these artists. Yes, we did too,
mhm.
granted not as much, but we were listening to a lot of, our own cultural music, which I still do, and, like, so and it's a thing for me, like, I don't or I can't I don't have a knack for, like, artists or, actors and then, correlating them to certain songs or, like,
Oh,
I'll know the song, but
uh-huh.
the name will just I'm like, I don't remember," or I'll,
But then if you
know
hear
the
it, you're like,
artist and
"Oh, okay.
yeah,
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 okay."
yeah,
I mean, we've had a
exactly,
discussion
right?
in the group chats about that because, like, me and Mindy will, like,
Yeah.
hit the liners from the movies. They're like, "How do you guys fucking remember that?" I'm like, "I don't
I
know."
know, so many people do, and I just don't but then again, like, I didn't watch a lot of these movies either. We grew up watching a lot of Bollywood films, right?
Right.
And so, like, yeah, and
I
so I
mean,
think
I
a lot of
was
my
raised
memories are
on
rooted in
both,
that.
though. I was raised on
Yeah,
both. So I was raised on, like, the traditional, I guess, like, Western music,
yeah,
and also, though, Filipino music. So, like, back in the
right.
day when we used to have big family gatherings, like the typical
Yeah.
family gatherings. Don't know why we don't do that anymore. Our family has quite separated, but not
Mm,
because of distance. It's just everybody's
right.
busy and nobody wants to initiate. Um,
That too.
but it's work, I get it. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I used to know all the old school, like, Filipino ballads, like, we'd be singing on karaoke, and I'm over there thinking I'm
Yeah,
fucking
karaoke,
the
yeah.
next freaking, whoever the Filipino stars were, Lea Salonga or some shit like that. I'm like, "I'm fucking
Yeah.
cool."
Oh, yes, yes. No, I mean, there are a lot, but, like, I mean, ask me about Warren G and Eazy-E, like, yeah, I could
Hey, but some of that Bollywood stuff is cool. I am fascinated by it for whatever reason. So there was, um and I know I'm sure that this is very, like,
Yeah,
what's the word I'm looking for? Like, westernized for you, but,
yeah.
like, Bend It Like Beckham, where it was very,
Oh, right.
like, there was a lot of,
Yeah,
like, Indian and Bollywood stuff behind that, and then, there
right.
was, a Bride and is it Bride and
Yeah,
Prejudice?
yeah, with, Aishwarya Rai, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so they took Pride and
Yes.
Prejudice and made it into Bollywood. I loved that. I loved it. I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
I'm so
yeah, yeah.
fascinated by
Those are
it.
more westernized, but if you
Yes.
watch, like, the
I
more traditional
Yeah.
ones,
I
yeah.
figured, but I was
I
like,
know.
"Ooh, I'm so obsessed with that." And even on what was it? There was a Disney movie. Was it Enchanted? Where they, because one of the girls was Indian, and so they kind of like, incorporated some of the Bollywood stuff in there. I think that's where I got a little taste of
Okay,
it,
I
where I
don't
got, like, a
remember.
little
Oh.
interest in it. Because 'cause I'm just
Ooh,
it's yeah, you'll have to
I'll
give
have
me,
to,
like, the
like,
411 on
indoctrinate you in. I
please.
know. There's
It's
some
because
beauty
it's
like,
so beautiful. Honestly, I'm so
the
fascinated with, like, cultural, like, other people's cultural
yeah.
things, and, like, because honestly, like, the events and the ceremonies and just, like, it's like a
Right.
production that gets put
Production,
on. It's
yeah.
so beautiful to me, and I know that it's a
Oh.
lot of time spent, a lot of energy, a lot of thought and organization, so
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
love it. I absolutely
Yeah,
love it.
and there's, like, some films that are just so cinematically, like, just, oh, beautiful, like, the way that they've orchestrated it all, and, like, there's one that stands out in particular, and I'm just like, "Oh, I gotta rewatch that," but it's so good,
Ooh, you gotta tell me
I
which
mean,
one
some
it
of them are
is.
I will. Some it's called Devdas, but some of them are very corny. Like I just finished watching one. So, when someone's telling me, "Oh, I just watched this film, this Western film," here I'm like, "Oh, I just watched an old school Bollywood film."
That's so funny.
Because I love the music. Yeah.
It's catchy,
Anyways,
it's
but
upbeat, it
yeah,
makes you it like I mean, I don't know if there's any ones that are very, like, sad and dramatic, like how some Western songs are, where it's like,
yeah,
"You broke my heart into a million pieces, and now I'm gonna go" you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. No,
Because
no,
all the
no.
ones that I've
But
heard,
they,
like, the beat is catchy.
yeah, they break out into tunes, right? Like
Mhm.
mid movie, it's kind of like Disney movies. They have 5 or 6 songs. They break it into
Maybe that's why I like it, 'cause
music and dance.
I
That's what it
love
is.
musicals because, like, Wicked, any like, Chicago, all that stuff, I love it, and
Oh,
that's
see,
probably,
I
like, the
don't.
dancer in me.
Yeah, see, I don't love musicals.
I'm surprised by
I
that since you like the
I like
Bollywood
some.
stuff.
I know, but see, this is where like it's like the culture, like that difference comes in, right?
Probably,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I think so. I think like I watched Wicked. It was good. I liked it, but sometimes I can do without some of their songs. And again,
And see, I was actually telling my husband that I think I have a core memory with Wicked and why I have such an affinity to it. Because you kind of
mm,
know my background with like my family, my parents,
mhm,
my mom. Um, and that's actually one of the positive memories that I have with Wicked, with
mm.
her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, where she like it was at Pantages Theater. They brought it from Broadway to Pantages in LA,
Yeah.
and like she surprised me with tickets, just me and her. And so when I had
Oh,
seen it coming onto film in the movies, I naturally just had to experience it with my girls, and like they love it.
yeah.
They have the bug. We actually last weekend I think we had a movie night. We
Oh,
watched the
yeah.
second one with my husband
Yeah.
because we went and watched the second one in the theaters without him. He was like, "No, I'm good with that. Go ahead." He's like, "I'll just
Yeah.
wait till it comes out. We could just watch it all together again." And I said, "Okay, bet." And so I made the concessions in time
Oh,
for that last week. And he's not a musical guy either, but he actually likes it. And he was like, "I think I like the second one better than the first
yeah.
one." And like
Ooh, I have
that
to
was
watch
like
it.
the debate between us because I like the first one because of all the songs, like that's just the more popular like songs and stuff like
Right.
that are out there. Where I think it's just a mix, it's different, where it's more the theatrics, the music, the production in the first one, and then the second one is more like the storyline, like really getting into it. So I think maybe that's
Right.
why he likes it, but they're both fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. I did actually really like the first one, so I haven't seen the second one. I totally forgot about it, but I will
Yeah,
be watching it.
it's out on Peacock now, so if you have the subscriptions.
Yeah, I'll wait till it comes out and I can just rent it for free or whatever.
There you go.
Right? Um, yeah, anyways, so Carmi was trying on her outfits last night. She looks smoke and
And I
oh
sent him
my
to my coach too because I was
gosh.
like, I don't like want to cry happy
Yeah.
tears because like at
Yes,
the risk of
and
sounding conceited and braggy, like I was like, who is this? Like, I mean, I'm
mhm.
confident in who I am as a person,
Right.
right? At this point, because I know I'm doing the work. But sometimes even I surprise myself because I'm
Yes.
like, I put on the
I
outfits
think
because I see myself every day, right? And I'm not frumpy by any means necessary, but
no.
like, to actually see me dressed up, dolled up, and this will drop
Right.
after RCS, but, like, I actually put on a pair of heels, which I barely have ever really done because A, they're not comfortable, and B, I never felt
Right.
sexy in them, like, I felt awkward and
Yeah.
clunky, and so for me to put a whole outfit together with the heels that actually, like, felt comfortable, I was like, "Who is this?" That was exactly
I
my text was, "Who
know.
is this?" And he was like, "God damn, girl," and I was like, I was like, "I
Yeah.
know you're always humble." I was like, "But look at what you're helping me do." Because yes, of course, he's
Right.
always like, "But you do the work." I'm like, "Yeah, but you're my eyes and
I
you're my
know.
freaking, guardrails and you're my sense of reason because Lord knows I can lose a lot of sense of reason."
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just a trip. It's a
Yes.
fucking trip to just even when I surprise myself.
Well, I think you and I kinda going through the same thing, those
Yeah.
this similar emotional, just the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts, like, yeah,
Yeah, because
isn't
Dal
it
did a
weird?
fashion show anyways, like, to, like, shift it and not just be all
Yeah.
about me. Dal did a fashion show
No.
for me at the beginning
Yeah.
of the week, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn! I was like, "Who is this?"
Yeah, we're both just like I mean, I was looking at myself like, "Whoa, who is this?" Like, same
Yeah,
thing, like,
because, I mean,
I
don't get me wrong,
don't
you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, I love you, like, inside and out, but, like, I had not seen you, like, I haven't physically seen you like, in a year. And
Yeah.
then, like, I see you
Yeah.
on a daily basis, but I haven't seen all of
We
you. And
seen
so you
this. We see.
yeah. So you showed me all of you, and I was like, I said,
Wow.
"That's my friend." I said, "Back up, everybody. That's my friend." I said, I'm like, "I don't know who's next you're gonna be breaking, but you're gonna be breaking next."
I do you. To Carmie, I'm like, girl, I do you.
I'm like, "We need to have some sea callers on deck because Dal's just she gonna be turning heads." I'm like,
No, whatever. Okay. Hello.
"I'm not gonna be turning
No.
heads because they're gonna see my husband by my side. They're gonna turn. They're like,
Yeah.
never mind, never
No.
mind, turn the other way."
No, but like seriously, yeah, we have worked really, really hard for where we are, and like it's it's wild to see it and to
Hmm.
see it in a way that we haven't seen it before. Like, have we been at this weight or number, even though we're not like, looking at it in that regard?
Hmm.
Yeah, we have, but we look completely
It's
different.
different. It's
It's
different.
different. Not only
Hmm.
look, but like it's all about the
and
feeling
and
from
the
the
way
inside
that we've
out.
gone about it, and it's like, and I'll share
Yeah,
this with you guys. I shared it with you, and Mindy, I think, the text message that I had sent Aram before I got into this aggressive fat loss phase.
yeah,
I basically, the gist of it, the cliff notes was, I can't believe that this is me now today in this body, because I
right.
haven't seen this weight again, not to put it based off of
Mm,
weight, but
mm,
it ties it all in, right? I said, I
right.
haven't seen this weight in over a decade and a half. And the fact that I'm here today in this body and I'm doing it in a loving way
Mhm.
feels so much better. Like, it's a full circle
Right,
moment for me, right? Uh-oh,
right.
did you lose me?
I can see you,
Oh,
but you're
okay.
kind of frozen. You're
That's
frozen though,
weird.
like some weird,
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe you'll
Now
come.
I'm
There you
having
go. You're
issues.
back.
It's
You're
done that a
back.
couple times. But yeah, it's just a full circle
Yeah,
moment because, somebody who used to
yeah.
be so toxic in the way that I used to go about things without, like,
Mhm.
being, like, overly, you know, about
Yeah.
my life, like, it's wild. It's wild, and, like, I'm we're gonna we're gonna rein it in because I can get emotional about it. Like, it's just weird.
Mhm.
It's weird, it's wild, it's crazy, it feels great, and, like, both you and I, like, we've stopped focusing on the aesthetics so much. Like, it's always gonna be about aesthetics, and we always say that. Like, we're never gonna be, like, dishonest about
Yeah.
that, but, like, we've allowed where we've come today to be a byproduct of all of the work, inner and outer, and
Right.
that's why we stand here today just like, "Wow." Like, I'm in awe of
Yeah.
myself,
Even
I'm in awe of you.
I'm in awe of you. I know, and I was just like, this is me. Like, oh, my eyes like popping. I'm just like, girl, damn.
I tell you,
But
I opened up that text and I was like, "Ooh, it's my friend, go friend, go friend."
And, shopping though, like, I have to say, it did like, up until this point, it did feel good shopping, like, at least I could get, like, a size that I not a size, but, like, clothes that I felt comfortable in, like, I
Mhm.
could put on, I felt comfortable in, I looked in the mirror, I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I like how this fits, I like how that fits," but I was still, like, there were certain things that I couldn't wear or for in my
Just
mind, I couldn't
personally,
wear
yeah.
didn't want to wear because I didn't feel comfortable in them,
Right.
right? Not that, oh, like yeah, there's just certain,
Well, the critiquing
clothes
feels
that
different now. It
yeah,
doesn't feel
but
like
there's
you're
certain
picking yourself apart. It's like you're like, "Okay."
no, that was before, back in the
Mhm.
day, but even just, like, I've been at that 145, 140, 5 mark for a long time, 143, whatever, and even those clothes, it was like, "Yeah, okay, I feel good," but, I'm not content or where I want to be, and that's
You
okay,
still
but I
wanna
feel
grow.
good. But certain clothes and the way that our physiques are, like our shapes are, every body shape is different.
Mhm.
And so someone might, someone might do very well with high waisted, someone might not, right? Like it just depends on
Torso
the
sizes,
style
height.
the style of certain clothes. Exactly. They don't all yeah, they what co and so I know what compliments me. So someone can say to me, "Oh, that looks really good on you," but if I don't feel like it compliments me, I'm not wearing it. I don't care what someone says how good it looks on
But
me,
that's your
right?
choice, and that's
That's my
you're
choice.
empowered to feel that way because at the end of the day, you have to wear the outfit. So if you're walking around feeling, you know, um, inferior in the outfit all day, even though
Or
other
some
people
way
are,
about it.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you're never going
Yeah.
to, it's never going to like translate confidence.
But
the way
this
that
is the
you want it
first
to be.
time. Exactly, exactly, and this is the first time that I went shopping. 1, because nothing fits, and 2, we needed some outfits for Vegas. But, I was like it was so weird. I was on the phone with my sister, and I was like, "This is so weird." Like, I'm just picking up whatever and trying it on and it fits. Like,
Mhm,
I had to go down inside. Like, I was picking up mediums and, the girl's like, "I think you need a small." I'm like, "No, no." And then I go try it on and she's like, "Yeah, you need a small." And I was like, "Okay." And size does not matter, guys. Like, let's just put this out there. Size is arbitrary. It's totally subjective. It depends on what company it's coming from,
oh,
who's
yeah,
making
for
it, how
sure.
it's made, all of that, right? I mean, you go to Old Navy and their sizes fit way big, right? So
Mhm,
you could be a medium, but maybe you're an actual large, right? For
mhm,
example, right? So size is it's a gauge. Like when I say I went down 1 dress size, yeah, I was a size 8 and now I fit into most sixes, right? Like
mhm,
that's a gauge, but that doesn't mean that in another company, I'm gonna like I got Levi's jeans, definitely not. Like I have to go up in size in Levi's
yeah,
jeans, go get a different pair, and I'm down in size. So
yeah,
size does not matter. It's about how that article of clothing you feel in it. That's it.
exactly. Yeah,
That's what it's about,
yeah.
right? So yeah, like you're right. It's still very surreal. Like you put that on, you're just like, whoa, like is that me? Is that
Seriously.
really me?
And to be clear, like, I had 2 different vibes going too.
Oh yeah, yeah, she did.
But it felt really
she
good
had
that as a
she had hoe,
mom I
she
did.
had hoe, and she had hoe.
I had typical, like, 20
Just
boppy,
kidding.
like, Carmie
Yeah,
Vegas outfit and, like, more elevated, like, mommy outfit, but it just felt really
yeah,
cool to, like, know
yeah.
that I could rock both of them, like, here I am in my 40s, like, but,
Mhm,
like, in the best body that I've ever had in my entire life, most confident
mhm.
I've been in my whole entire life, and, like, I was telling my baby, my 9-year-old this morning, I said, "Hey," I said, "You are, like, the best hype girl ever," and she's like, "Huh?"
Aw.
Because literally when I was doing fashion show for you, like, she came
Yeah,
in when I was in the pink outfit and she was like,
yeah.
because, to them, I'm just mommy, and so to see
But
me
you
kind
looked
of dressed
so
up,
yes,
she
yes,
was
but you
like,
looked so strong, like, your abs were popping, like, you have remember, and then yesterday we were recording a podcast, and with my finger on my screen, I'm, like, shaping out her shoulder, her bicep
after
muscle.
we ended the recording, we were just chatting and she had her fingers, like, up in the air. I said, "What's going on?" "I'm just tracing your cap, your shoulder
Yeah,
cap."
tracing.
But see, that's the thing, and I don't know what we're talking about today, but that would be an amazing segue to, like, strong versus
Yeah,
skinny, because, like, I think that
yeah,
that is why we've become the way we've become, because 'cause we've
right,
shifted our mindsets to away from chasing our smallest, littlest self
right.
to understanding that we have to take up space and we have to do the things for ourselves that make us feel good and feel confident.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, well, we might as well do our intro, like, 20 minutes in.
That's
Wow,
okay. You know
yeah.
what? I'm sure that the first 20 minutes is going to resonate with a lot of people. All right, you guys. So, welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Cycle, Redefining Weight Loss, Health, and Mom Life. And today, I guess we just decided that we're going to segue this into strong versus
Yeah,
skinny
yeah, I don't
or wherever
know,
the conversation takes us.
yeah, yeah, because, I don't know, I have a little bit of a beef with, like, what we're seeing and, like, how this messaging is being presented and why we're, inclined and feel like we can comment on, women's bodies, whether skinny or muscular, and one is
Well,
inferior and the other
well, first of all, it's
isn't, and
subjective and it's all about perception too, right?
yeah, but in the way that, like, the messaging is coming across, like, it's like body image is a thing,
Hmm.
like, a huge thing, and, like, even, we've talked about it, like, we're guilty of it too, so don't get me wrong, like, we're
Right.
guilty of it too, but we're learning and we're seeing this stuff,
Hmm.
and I'm learning more about body image, and it's like, even, like, this whole heroin chic, it's like, we're still commenting on it, but we don't know what
Well,
is going on
for
with these
me,
women.
when I
Yeah.
see that happening, of course, my immediate gut check reaction is, "Oh my god." But then, like,
Yeah.
once that settles, I'm like, "What's going on there?" Like, what's the
Yeah,
deeper issue? Where
so there
I
are,
think that's where
yeah.
you're trying to get at is, okay,
Yes, that's what I'm
yes, strong versus skinny, but, like, we don't have to be mean about it when people are looking that specific
yeah.
style of heroin chic. We have to sit and ask ourselves, "Is there something
And
more
some
deeply going on there?"
but it's some women, like, those but there are some women that are just naturally, um, thinner. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
mhm,
their frames are like that, and, like, that's the way they look, and that's not to negate that they don't have muscle and they're not, doing those not everyone has to look jacked or do you know what I mean?
no,
Like,
yeah.
now what's being promoted in the industry, like, I get it, like,
We
I
swing
I
so
am
far left and right on the pendulum and where we just can't find a happy
yeah.
medium.
And I don't think that, like, in my opinion now, like, just the more the more I'm learning about it, the more I'm immersing myself in it, like, all of the extremes or why are we even just let's just promote, like, for me, it's like, let's promote the message of getting strong, feeling strong, gaining muscle, what that, does for us and, how we benefit in long term
Mhm,
and brain health and physical health, and leave it at that
yeah,
without bringing into
yeah.
body image into that message.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind
had
of
that
where I'm at. Does that
conversation
make
last
sense?
night. Yeah, I had that conversation though last
Okay.
night at the hair salon,
Okay.
where my hairstylist was still working on his previous client, and somehow we got talking about stuff and how I was also a health coach, and
Yeah.
she was asked. I don't even know the question she asked me, but somehow we got on the topic of
Okay,
strength
go.
training, um,
Yeah.
and I had told her, I said, I think because she was saying something about her hip or something being cranky. And I said, oh no, she was told that her bone density is getting low. And I didn't
Okay.
ask her age, but I would assume she's probably in her 50s. And
Right.
I said, would you like advice or would you like my opinion? And she was, because I always do that. Because sometimes people don't want,
Right. Yes.
they don't fucking
No,
want to hear it,
unsolicited
right?
advice.
And I don't
Exactly.
want
They're
to be
just
that
venting.
person. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
would you like my opinion? And she was like, sure. I said, it would be really great for you to get into the gym and strength train. And I said, not to be like a big, muscly, jacked
Mhm.
woman. I said, it's just
Just
for longevity, independence, and long term. When you age, you will avoid or combat having to use a cane, a walker,
right.
end up in a wheelchair, all those things. And she was like, really? And I said, yes. I said, absolutely. Gaining a little bit of muscle tone on your body and strength training will most definitely help support your bones and the bone density. And she was like, oh, she was like, well, I live in such and such place and there's a gym there. My sibling and my aunt or whoever she said uses it. Maybe I should go to. I said, absolutely, you should. And I said, here's my Instagram handle. Feel free to reach
Mhm.
out to me if you want help on like things that you can do. I got you. And she was like, okay, bet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like, it's those little
exactly.
conversations that we can have with people where we're not pushy, but we
Yes.
emphasize the fact that, like, being strong matters, not just for body aesthetics, but for everyday life.
Things yeah, exactly, right? And that, like, and just commenting on, like, look at me now, like, as I'm losing weight, like, I'm gonna be the type of person that you're gonna see all my collar like, my bones, and that's just but
But
that
that's genetically just how you are.
exactly, and then for the messaging to be, "Oh, you see, these actresses, and you see these people, and their bones are sticking out, and their collarbones are sticking out," and but that like, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. We don't know,
Mm,
and, like, my sister, she's beautiful, she's tall, and she's, like, she's much taller than I am, and, like, I think she's 5'8" actually, and I'm 5'4", and the way that her frame is, like, she is naturally thin.
yeah,
But and then she's wider at the hips and her thighs, but, like, she's up here, she just so if but she works out, she goes to the gym, she lifts weights, she's doing these things, but then for her to hear, say, I don't know, this is just a hypothetical, right? But for her, say, for example, to hear that, "Oh, that's so gross, like, these women with their bones sticking out, and they just wanna lose weight, and they just wanna be as thin as possible, and that's it." It's like, no, that might not be the case, so, like, stop.
yeah.
Let's
Well, I can say,
stop.
like, I'm guilty of it too, so going back to, like, where you said, like,
Both
people
of us are.
commenting of, like,
Yes.
celebrity and
Yes.
stuff, because
Yeah.
I've been guilty of that thought process of how
Yeah.
dare they do that or relay that messaging out there because they're, people look up to them. People want to mimic them. They
Yeah.
want to live their
Yeah.
lifestyle. They want to look like them. They should be responsible. But here's the thing that I had to learn.
Yeah.
They're people just like us. And a
Yeah.
lot of them don't know what they don't know either. And they're just going off of what either they're being told or what
Exactly.
they're absorbing or like that pressure
Or
to
maybe they
live up
feel
to.
good.
Yeah, or maybe they feel good and maybe that's their prerogative. So it's kind of like, okay, we have to almost disassociate and take away that
Judgment.
thing of like they're responsible for
That
how we
too.
react
Yeah.
and how
Yes.
like our kids react. Because for me, you know who is responsible for my kids is me.
Is you. Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
they
100%.
absorb whatever they absorb, they're going to absorb it anyways. But all I can do is like educate them and reiterate the fact that like that's a look that they're going for. Your body is completely different and your body is your body and you need to go
And
achieve a look that's comfortable for you.
yeah, and maybe that's not a look that they're trying to achieve. Maybe it's just
It's
where they feel their healthiest and happiest
yeah.
self.
Yeah.
Like yeah, and so I love that, like, we're not sitting here and saying that, like, "Oh, we've never done this." Carmi and I are openly admitting that we have been guilty
Mhm.
of this, and this is what this podcast is for, and this is what life is about, is continuously learning, adapting, pivoting, and getting better in that
And being
sense,
more
right?
empathetic.
And being more empathetic, exactly, and, like and so, yeah, I strongly feel that, the we need to cool down on the messaging here, like, sometimes okay, and I'm gonna come at this, and this is not gonna be a popular opinion, and I don't care, th this is gonna be a totally different, argument or, you hear, "Oh, men shouldn't talk about women's health." No, the fuck they shouldn't. Yeah, they should. They know what they're doing. Like, we've had this
Yeah.
but sometimes when I see, like, men commenting on that part of it,
Like their
like,
bodies.
even if it's like, "Oh, this is getting too far now," like GLPs is making women that kind of bothers me a little bit, actually. Women and men alike, not just men. I'm not the we're talking on a whole here, right?
Mhm.
Like us, other fitness people, other anybody, like, yeah, it kinda does bother me, like, let's not point out body image specific stuff, but instead let's like, you know, talk about what is important and what we
So maybe
should be doing to
spin the
promote our
narrative
health.
differently. Like get the point
Yeah, but
across
then
but without.
it doesn't get likes.
No, of
It
course it
doesn't get
doesn't.
this is and
It doesn't it
it's
won't
so
stop the
sad.
scroll. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the problem is I think like I think a majority of the people in the health and wellness space, influencers, I think they mean well. They want to do
Yeah.
right by people, but they get caught up in the virality and stopping the scroll and getting the messaging across, and that's where it gets a little murky. I'm not saying that these people are deliberately trying to be deceptive or mean
Yeah.
or opinionated, overly opinionated in a negative way. I think it's just how they're navigating socials.
Yeah, and we talk about this like, I get it. We talk about it to describe things like the skinny versus toned look, right? Like the
Mhm.
the melted candle or whatever, and I get that,
Where
right?
did
Like
we get
that's
that?
a
Who came up
I
with
don't know,
that?
but I don't know, but it's a way to describe like visually describe to somebody like, "Hey, tone looks like this,
Mhm,
right? There's shape."
mhm.
And then if you want to know the difference between what a toned body and what someone is referring to as a skinny um melted candle look is basically when you lose the fat, but then you have no muscle underneath. You haven't taken the
Or
time
very
to,
little, yeah.
or very little to build that muscle and to expose that. And, I think Iran posted something today. I can't remember specifically what the post was, but it was kind of like, yeah, you can lose the fat, but if you haven't built the muscle, right? What was it today? Do you remember?
I think it was
Like
I thought it was
your expectations have to be something to do with expectations. Do you
I
remember?
thought maybe it
I don't know. Let me
came
look
up
it
on my
up.
timeline wrong because I thought it was the if you're overly overweight and
Right,
trying to
that's
just
what it was.
lose and just trying to build
Okay, here we
muscle, it's
go.
like skywriting in the dark.
Right, so he said building muscle on an abundantly fat body is like, yeah, skywriting at night, you ain't gonna see much. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, but you need to manage your expectations of what you'll see. So yeah, so that's like where I'm at. Okay, this is what I'm gonna explain. Um, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's it. They're done then. Here. Okay, bye. Um, I had a lot of fat to lose,
Mhm.
but, I did, after losing about 50 pounds, I got into strength training, right? So I've been building muscle since. Was I, on cruise control for a while, for a long while? Yeah, I was, right? And now I'm getting into, actually wanting to build more but now that I'm losing fat, like, and, there's some muscle there for sure, but is it being revealed in a way that, like, we think like, "Oh, you're gonna see so much muscle." No, because I still haven't spent that much time dedicating,
Yeah.
to building that type of look that I want, i.e. you, like you have. So you've been working out consistently for, like, 4 days a week. I haven't been doing that, I went from 1 day a week to 2 days a week to 3 days a week to back down to 2 days a week. So now I'm losing fat, like, someone might look at me and think like, "Oh, she doesn't lift." You know?
Yeah.
But this is the point that I'm trying to make, but I do. I do, but
Yeah.
I have my I've, what's that what, I've adjusted my expectations accordingly,
Yeah.
right? I knew that, and so now going into this next phase of my life, I also know that a year from now my expectations are gonna be totally different based on
Mhm.
what I'm doing and my actions,
Yeah.
right? And so that's kind of, again, just full circle to, like, can't judge a book by its cover either,
Yeah, because your journey
right?
has looked different than my journey though too. So, like, we
Yeah,
are very similar in weight, but body composition looks very different, but also because the focus has been different for both of us prospectively. And that's I mean,
right.
that's exactly what you're trying to say is like, you can't judge one body type to the next body type because you don't know the journey, you don't know what's going on. You don't know the
And
context.
yeah, yeah, exactly, and that's so again, someone can judge me and say, "Oh, like, she doesn't look like she works out, like, she just looks, like, skinny fat," and it's like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead, you can think whatever you wanna think, but I know what I put into this,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing." But and so for me, like, we've been using this phrase, "tiny but mighty,"
Oh, yeah.
because at the end of the day, like, our goal has never been to be the smallest versions of ourselves. The goal has always been to be, this is
Our
something I
best
say with,
selves.
and no, I admit it. I want to be smaller but stronger. Smaller and
That's fair.
stronger is what and that's. I mean, of course, we're going back to aesthetics.
Yeah.
Anybody that says that, like, like, I don't wanna be, huge and muscular, I wanna be a certain
Yeah.
way, like,
Yeah. I mean, we've
that
got one life to
yeah,
live. We wanna live in a body that we are happy in,
and
and that's
comfortable
okay
and
to say.
yeah, 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 and I just like, I wanna put it out there, like, because we always hear, like, "Oh, you should just" like, I don't know, maybe someone looking at some of this messaging is thinking like, "Oh, I have to be like that," or "It has to be like that. You have to get jacked. You have to," and it's like,
No,
"No, you don't.
you
You
have to
do
get to
not."
how you have to get to a place where you're happy, whatever
Yeah,
that looks like. Because
right?
my body aesthetic might not be what somebody else wants, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
like exactly, and it's like, what do you value, right? Like, I value fitness. I value being healthy. I value being strong.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, you
but
is
that
shoveling
also
snow.
I I know. But that doesn't mean that, because I have those values, I have to look a certain way either,
Yeah. Well, I think
right?
people's ideas are skewed anyways because all that Instagram and social medias get flooded with are these 20-something fit influencers who are jacked. But then they're
Yeah,
like, they're jacked because that's their life. That is their profession. That's their business. That's all they do. They're consumed by it. They don't have
right.
other life things happening. And if they are
Exactly.
moms doing that, cool. But that's what they want to do. Doesn't mean that
Right.
that's what every mom has to look like. Like, if I could just
Exactly,
get
like,
moms, like the moms at my daughter's schools, to just even do like 50% of the things, like I would be happy because
cool,
I guarantee you their
cool.
quality of
Yeah.
life would increase exponentially. It would skyrocket.
Yeah, yeah, and so getting muscular doesn't necessarily mean you have to get, like, jacked, okay? Getting muscular just means like, let's start building some muscle, putting on that muscle so that, we're able to do the everyday things so that we
Let's carry the
benefit in the future.
groceries in one trip
Yeah,
without being winded. Let's be
the
able
bone density.
to like, I mean, my freaking 12-year-old who's as tall as me, like, she dislocated her knee this week, so I had to put her on my back. Like, let's be strong enough to put our fucking 12-year-olds on our back.
Oh my gosh, yes, or my son who had messed up his ankles, like, totally messed him up, and, he couldn't walk, and I had to, like, carry him like a baby up the stairs. He's 75 pounds. It was easy.
You're like
No,
farmer
seriously,
kid.
like,
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
know, like this, like, I'm like, "Okay." He's cracking up
You're
because
like,
he's
this
like,
is
"I'm
gonna go
not a
really bad or
baby."
really good right now because we're going
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, but it was effortless, Carmi,
Yeah,
effortless, and, like, these are the things that, we value, and we're saying, like, do, like, just like you said, just even 50%, like, even if you can get yourself into the gym, like, twice a week or just lifting weights twice a week, and it doesn't have to be 1-hour sessions, 2 30-minute sessions a
yeah,
week, like, you're just exponentially gonna, increase your longevity and quality of life, right?
yeah,
Fuck longevity. Let's just look at quality of life. Like, I don't want to live till 90 if we've talked about this before,
yeah.
90 if I'm frail, weak, and can't
No,
take care of myself, right?
nope.
So,
I want to be. If I'm
yeah,
90, I better still be able to twerk and pop. Just kidding.
yeah, we're always gonna be twerking and popping, girl.
And not patellas and not hips.
Yeah.
I don't want. When I say pop, I don't mean dislocating. I mean just like pop, lock, and drop it.
I'm actually quite proud that I can still get down at 45 and stay down.
Right, right. And then you drop it down low, pick it up slow like that. Yeah, same,
I definitely
same.
has to come back slow. Come back up slow,
You're
definitely.
like,
It's
let's
like,
not pull a
oh, okay.
muscle, let's not pull a hammy on the way back there. Oh my god! I'm be like, go slow
Uh,
in Vegas. Go slow.
I
Take it
know.
slow. It's okay.
No,
I got
that
you. You
now
hold a
don't take
hand.
it slow. I know. Or I'm just gonna drop on my ass and be like, "Come get me."
No, you're gonna pull the one thing where you like hit your hands on the floor like you meant it, and then like.
I'm not that corny. I'm not like you. You have to teach me. That's just kidding. Or go back.
Those are like my club days. My club days where it's like, oh, I'm falling. Let's make it look intentional. Where you just throw your hands on the floor, then you use the floor to pick it up, and you like kind of snake body roll up. Oh, I just gave everybody the best
No.
visual ever. You're
Oh my
welcome.
gosh. Right? Right?
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my
that's
god.
so
We
funny.
play,
But
girl.
again, that's
Oh,
where our strength comes in to play. The fact that we
yes.
can do that at 40-something-year-olds is because
Girl,
we've built up the mobility and strength.
I remember dropping, like, that whole bowl of microwave blueberries on my floor, and it's, like, white tile floor, and I had to crouch down and stay crouched down. I couldn't, like, put my knees on the floor because it was nasty, right?
Yeah.
And and I was like, "Oh, thank God for squats and, like, strong legs and thighs, and I can do
Yeah.
this."
Yeah.
Because I had to literally stay in that crouch position and move, while cleaning the floor, so ooh,
I know
you're
I'm
totally going in and
glitchy.
out.
I don't even know
You
what's
see that
happening.
too?
Yeah. It's so weird though
But
because I'm on my husband's laptop and everything was fine yesterday and now here I am.
it might be fine, it might just
It
be
probably
like,
will be fine. I mean, I can still hear you. I'm not cutting in and out. We're just gonna keep rolling with it. Who cares?
yeah, it'll
And
upload
worst case
just fine.
scenario, sister in engineering, fix it.
Our best friend.
If it's him listening, he's gonna cackle so hard. But yeah, I'm all the way frozen
Oh
on
my
my screen, but
gosh.
who cares? Whatever.
Yeah, you are. That's okay. We can still talk. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, what else? Yeah, let's just stop judging and like trying and promoting just promote health and healthful behaviors and
Oh, but
lifestyle
that's
that
boring,
actually
Dal. Shut up. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh,
It's so
I
much more
know. And I
fun
know it
and
sounds
and entertaining to see people disgruntled and judgy. Not just kidding.
I know. I know, right? But like Does it come across contradictory? Like, I don't think so. I think for us, we've never denied the fact that we've always chased aesthetic,
Yeah. I mean, why do we
right?
why do you think we all went in fat loss phases right before Vegas? Because we wanted to fucking look hot as fucking Vegas at a fitness conference. I mean, hello aesthetics, like duh.
Yes,
But also I'm
exactly.
coming to eat. I want to eat. I'm so excited for my diet break.
I
I'm so
know. Excited. I just can't.
excited. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Yeah, I'd be singing in my group chat too. Like I'd be talking to them,
Oh
like the
yeah.
song pops up and I'm like, "You welcome for your morning serenade."
I know. I know. Oh my gosh.
Y'all wish you were in
Yes.
the group chat. You're not allowed.
Mm, yeah. Maybe one day we'll we'll give you
Not.
a little bit of a snippet access to screenshot
No.
to that. No.
No.
Oh my god. Hopefully we never get subpoenaed for our
I mean, we could get subpoenaed, but like somebody's running to come factory set that
chat.
shit.
I know. Look at my hair. It's all messed up. Oh my god.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah. Oh, it's just messed up. But
Oh.
anyways, yeah, yeah, of course. Like, but again, it's it's we used to do it for specific reasons before. Again, now it seems like, oh, you guys are doing it for Vegas. Well, yeah, but we're coming from it from a completely different mindset. I
Mhm.
just want to make that clear, right? It's not for Vegas. It's we would have done this fat loss phase at some point, but there's just more motivation to
Yeah.
do
I
it
mean, I would have
prior
if I didn't
to.
have Vegas, I would have done it right before summer just 'cause.
Exactly.
So, I
Exactly.
mean, and I'm like, some people will be like, "Oh, that's contradictory." Like, how you tell these people to
No.
like live. No, it's not because you know what? I work hard and I want to see the
Yeah.
byproduct of the work that I do. And if I
Yeah.
want to be the badass hot mom in the bikini, by all means.
Yeah. See it, feel it, be it, right?
Yeah, because I've
Mhm.
put in the fucking
Yeah.
work and I did it again, full circle. Like I said at the beginning, I've
Yeah.
done it in a loving way, in a nurturing way,
Exactly.
not in a
Yeah.
fucked up way where I'm like, come on, bitch, you're ugly and you're fat, get it together.
Or not, yeah. Ooh, ouch. But
Yeah,
that is
that's
how we
kind of
talk to
sometimes the
ourselves.
narrative that I would have in my head.
Yeah. Same here, or coming from a place of restriction, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not coming from a place of bad body image or a restriction, or you can't have the, like those kinds of things, or
Mhm.
oh, why can't you do this? Like you should be able to. No, it's just I'm ready. I know what it takes. I know I can get in and out, and that's the aim, and that's it, right?
Mhm.
We're in that. We've been there for a while, but like the longer we're in this, the longer we practice this lifestyle, like really, the more manageable and easier it gets to navigate.
Now, would you say, because for me too, like, because I, at the beginning of this fat loss phase, I thought, like, okay, I might be done after this fat loss phase.
Mhm.
Now, do you always see, like, there's, like, once you're done, like, do you see that there's, like, maybe, like, like, it opens up possibilities, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Because,
Yes,
like, we're
the
here
goal,
I
yes.
am sitting in this body where, like, no, I don't want to become smaller. But, like, I'm just like, oh, like, it almost opens up this box of, like, wow, look at what I did this time around. What else can I do? Kind of situation. Not like, not a,
Yeah,
if this is not good enough, I still want more. It's like a, I just unlocked a new
yeah.
level. What next level can I unlock?
That's what I always say, unlock the level, yeah. Yeah, that's how I see it too now. It's like, my focus is like, "Okay, yeah, do I." So there's a person there, I have some personal reasons why I wanna get to not a certain number per se, but to a certain place in terms of numbers, yes, right? There's no exact number, just kind of where I feel most comfortable because one, I want to see how much like fat I do have actually to lose still,
Mhm.
and whether it's that or do I have a little bit more loose skin than I thought, or is that just fat, right?
Okay, okay, okay. That makes
So
sense.
for me, yeah, so for me, that's a thing. And the other part of it is like, well, I'm in this phase already. So do I come back and do another 3, 4 weeks just to get to that place?
Mhm.
Or do I just leave it? And part of me is like, well, no, just get to that place. It's another 3, 4 weeks. And it's not because like, oh yeah, I just want to keep going. I want to keep going and get smaller, smaller, smaller. No, that's not the reason. Like, see, like how I have other, people
Yeah,
wouldn't think this. People that wouldn't even cross their mind.
yeah.
Um, And so that's why I may continue it, but speaking of, as far as, like, what you said, mine is, like, the lighter I get, I've had this goal of being able to do a chin up for so long, right? So the lighter you get, naturally, it's gonna be easier, and it has
Yeah,
been getting easier, but I've been working at it. Um, but I want to get, stronger, and I wanna be able to do that. I wanna be able to do, like, unassisted chin ups,
yeah.
period.
I could, like,
So, yeah,
maybe get one. They're hard for me for whatever reason, they're just very hard for me.
okay, yeah,
And that's
yeah, so, like,
and I do all the proper training, I don't they're just very hard for me for whatever reason, it's
yeah.
always been one of those things.
Okay, yeah, and so, like, I remember from, gosh, God knows when, like, I've always, like, admired and just been in awe of women that can do that, right? And so for me, that is, like, yeah, it's like, what else can I do? What am I
Mhm.
capable of now? Like,
Yeah,
now going into the next 2 years, how much muscle can I build? Like, what can I look like, as far as not look like a certain way for whatever external validation. No, but what can
right.
I look like? How can I shape and define my body
Yeah,
in a way now? And what is it going to take? Because I've seen it. I've seen you do it. I've seen other women do it. And I know, and that's why I always say I adjust my expectations. I know what it's going to take, how much work I have to put into it to get there, not just mentally, but physically,
yeah.
obviously, but mentally, it's a whole
Yeah, because
different
it's gonna
ball
be a
game. You know
different it's
that,
gonna be a
right?
change for you for sure.
Yeah, and I've experienced that in the last, like, 6 weeks, training with Andrew twice a week because 'cause it's been pretty hardcore. Like, it's been a lot.
You're like, "This is how I'm supposed to be training to make these baby
Like,
muscles into big girl muscles?"
oh my gosh, and, so yeah, so I get where you're coming from. I'm totally with you. It's like,
Mhm,
where can we take this from a physical, standpoint? Like, physical in terms of muscle growth, strength, things like that,
mhm,
right?
yeah.
Would you agree? Not so much like, can I get smaller, but, like, how can I get stronger, and how can I reshape my body from that lens,
Yeah, so
not
for me, it's more like,
losing.
yes, that, but also to add to that, it's like a, can this if I go through one more fat loss phase, will that be the
Mhm.
time where I get to that? Because, you see people who they're just naturally, like, lean now at this point, and that's become
Mhm.
their maintenance bodies. Like, that's what I like to
Yeah.
do. So if I can do
Yeah.
that right now in
Same.
this phase, then I'll be good. Cool. Awesome. But I
Right.
think that I still have some body fat in certain areas that maybe not, might not allow for what I prefer.
Right.
I prefer.
Right.
Okay, guys, capital
Exactly.
letters, what Carmi prefers.
Yeah.
So I might want to take another fat loss phase next year, but also too because I have a little bit of something that I might want to do because
Right.
I'm choosing to do my um um prophylactic double mastectomy next
Yeah.
year. I kind of want to do this thing where it's like a ode to my natural God-given body and the work that I've done up until this
Yeah.
point where I might want to get into the best body to date
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
do a
yeah, I was
photo shoot with it, and then
yeah,
just have
for
that
sure.
as, like, a highlight, like, "I fucking did that, and I did that
Mhm.
with my God-given body."
Like you said, it'll live in the picture, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and same thing, like, if I ever wanna get, like, a lift done or something, like, I kinda wanna be at a certain, just place,
Yeah.
before I do that,
Well,
right?
cause
And
same,
so
because I'm gonna be out for minimum 8 weeks, probably longer than that,
I
and
know.
so it's kinda like
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, naturally, a little part of me is like, "Oh my god," like, panicking about that, but, like, the like, common sense comes in and goes, "Carmi, relax. Not everything is
Yeah.
going to unravel in 12 weeks. It's going to be okay."
Yes, exactly, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, this goes full circle to what we started off the conversation with as far
Mhm.
as body image and not judging, is like, you don't know people's reasons. You don't know
Yeah,
what they're going through. You don't know their genetics. You don't know anything, period.
you don't.
So
What
there
you
are
do
some
know is
people that
you.
struggle. Yeah, and there's some women that struggle. They literally struggle to put weight on.
Yeah,
So, right. So,
yeah.
yeah, you know you, so you do you, boo. Just leave it at that.
I love that. This conversation went in such a great direction. I love it.
I think so, and we totally came in on well, we never come in scripted, I can tell you
No, but
that,
we
but
didn't
we
even
usually
you
have
we
a
yeah, we
topic.
usually know, like, a baseline, and I was like, "We're just hopping on, and we're just gonna start chatting? Oh, yeah, we need a
I know.
topic."
Naturals,
I
naturals.
mean, we all about the aesthetics, okay? We doing Vegas prep. I got the haircut last night. I got a petty
Oh
later.
gosh, girl, it looks so good. I
Thank
know,
you.
I haven't
We've
done
chopped off
shit.
like almost a ruler. The baby, she was like, "Your hair,"
Mm.
because it was like almost down. It was no, it was down to my butt, and
Oh,
so my hairstylist was like, "How much are you gonna let me cut?" And I was like, "You know me. I don't judge or I don't tell the professionals what to do. How much do you think you need to
yeah,
cut?" And he was like, "Okay, bet." And then I
looks so
texted Dal too. I
good.
was like, "Hey, we must have cut off a couple ounces. I think that's gonna reflect on the scale. Does it count?" And
I
she's like, "It all counts."
Oh my god, yeah, and speaking of the scale, like, mine's still like, this oh, we'll talk about you know what? Next conversation's gonna be scale fluctuations and weight and all of that. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Okay, bet.
Speaking of hair, what do you think I should cut off? I think I'm just gonna do a trim because 'cause I've been growing it now, usually I have it up to
Yeah.
about here. I think I'm just gonna leave it long. What do you think?
Leave it long, just get a trim. But I
We'll
I
talk
only
about it
get a
after.
haircut once
Here
a
we are
year,
talking
so my trim was, it was a hefty trim.
Yeah,
Because, like,
yeah.
you could tell, like, if you look back on previous episodes, like, the bottom part was he calls it dormant. 'Cause I guess that's what happens
Yes.
is when after a certain point, it gets dormant and not, like, shiny and bouncy. That's why you're like, "You're glowing." I'm like, "It's shiny and bouncy because it's healthy again, because we cut
Mm,
off all the dead shit."
yeah, good. Looking hot, mama.
For you. Sorry, Sir Charles. Also you
I
too.
know, sorry. Oh, but seriously though, like, yeah, I'm excited. We're doing it for us, and Carmi and I are just gonna be taking pictures and maybe some videos. We're gonna do some memes. I know, right? We're gonna try or reels. Sorry, reels,
Reals,
not
yeah.
memes.
Yeah.
Yes, right. So, anyways, okay, we'll leave it at that. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the conversation today because I don't know. I thought it was fun and exciting and serious and all of it, all of the above.
Right.
All right,
Check, check,
so.
check.
Love, share, subscribe, and until next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.